Barbaneth Beowulf, a great hero in his own right who had attained the distinguished title of Knight Gallant, approaches the hour of his death. The Beowulf Manse, in the waning days of the 50 Years' War. So we're at a person's deathbed right now, pretty much. What news of the war? The Order has struck a great blow. Limbury is ours once more. We will be able to recall our forces in Zeltenia anon. All goes as planned, Lord Father. Be not troubled. The envoy dispatched to Advocate Lenario has returned. He has agreed to your proposal, Lord Father. Good. Very good. Then the war will die with me. Father. There now, Alma. Do you want my my last memory to be of your tears? Where is that Ramza? He should be here at your side. Stark, Zalbak, you are dear to me, but Ramza is no less so. Though he be not the issue of the womb that bore you, my sons, still my blood courses his veins. Watch over him. Lord Father! You forget yourself, Ramza. You've come. Good. Let me look once more on your face. Lord Father, how long has it been? You've grown into a fine young man. I would hear of your studies. You've been at the academy since spring, is it? Hear me, Ramza. For generations, we Beowulfs have stood foremost of those who serve the crown. Ours is the soul of the knight. Become a knight worthy of your name. Tolerate no injustice. Stray not from the true path. You will know the path you must walk. A Beowulf can walk no other. I will not fail you, Father. Your friend, Delita. He is a good boy. He is lowborn, but he can serve you well. I've made arrangements for him to enter the academy. You should have seen the look on the headmaster's face. In the years ahead, you will need someone whom you can trust. You could do far worse than Delita. As you say, Father. Take care of your sister. And show these brothers of yours what it is. What it is to be a knight. Requiescat in pace. And with that, we now start our journey anew. First to the tavern. Come on in. Make yourself welcome. Here's what all the locals have been going on about. Alright, tell me about things. What's going on in this world of ours? I hope a lot. Oh, trust me, there is a lot. Let's talk about the Corpse Brigade. Brigandry is on the rise across the land, and Galleon has by no means been spared. Wains are struck and pillaged, high-ranking officials taken at sword point. Most of the incidents of this past 6 months are believed to be the work of a company of felons and former sellswords known as the Corpse Brigade. It is often said that the only good brigand is a dead brigand, and the Order of the Northern Sky would like not more than to see the brigade made corpses for true. But as yet, it is all the knighthood can do to keep the outlaws in check. And the 50 Years' War? The half-century of conflict between Ivalice and Ordalia is today known as the 50 Years' War. The beginning of the 50 Years' War can be traced to the death of Ordalia's King Divan III and his failure to name a successor. Ooh, that's going to cause problems. His cousin Varroy VI was next in line for the throne. However, King Dinamda, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, the second of Ivalice, the uncle of Divan III, proclaimed himself the rightful heir and declared war on Ordalia. However, this was merely a pretense to justify the invasion of the neighboring Ordalian province of Zelmonia. Once an independent state, it has been annexed by Ordalia nearly a century prior. Ivalice has since been aiding the province in an effort to weaken Ordalia, an effort that ultimately failed. Tired of Ordalian rule, the Zelmonian leadership and nobility secretly petitioned Ivalice to take a more direct hand in their liberation. After a victory in Zelmonia, the Ivalician armies marched on the Ordalian capital of Viura. As fate would have it, Dinamda II succumbed to a fatal illness on the road. The momentary confusion amongst Ivalice's troops gave Ordalia the opportunity it needed to regroup, and Varroy VI succeeded in pushing the Ivalicians back as far as Zelmonia. The resulting impasse would not be broken until the Romandan army's invasion 2 years hence. So because of some miscommunication, Ivalice was kinda boned. Romanda, a powerful military state lying across the Rana Strait, marched on Ivalice at the behest of Varroy VI, a blood relation of the Romandan nobility. However, Dinamda II's successor, Dinamda IV, was a fearless warrior, personally leading his men into battle against the combined might of Romanda and Ordalia. This, along with an outbreak of the Black Death in Romanda, forced the Romandan army to withdraw after only 3 years. The two military orders worthy of particular mention in this conflict are the Order of the Northern Sky, led by Knight Gallant Barbaneth Beowulf, and that of the Southern Sky, led by Sidolphus Orlandu, also known as the Thunder God. After countless victories at home, these two orders have been poised to advance into Ordalia. However, the protracted conflict had begun to take its toll on domestic morale. Peasant uprisings and revolts throughout Ivalice and Ordalia forced both countries to send their troops home to pacify their own citizens, resulting in another stalemate. It was Dinamda IV's sudden death by malady that broke the stalemate, although some claimed that he was murdered. His successor, Ondoria III, was ill-suited to the throne and left the governing of Ivalice to his queen and retainers. Without Dinamda IV's leadership, the armies of Ivalice had little prayer of preventing Varroy VI's successor, Prince Leonard, from defeating the troops stationed in Zelmonia and advancing into Ivalice proper. Despite the valiant efforts of the northern and southern orders, Ivalice failed to repel Prince Leonard's invasion of Zeltenia. Ivalice's leaders soon began looking for a peaceful alternative. In the end, both states agreed that prolonging the war would prove mutually detrimental, and a pact was signed allowing each nation to return to addressing domestic strife. An equal peace in name, it was in reality a defeat for Ivalice. So because of all of this, too many highborn people have died, causing confusion, and all the lower class had to suffer for it. Such is the name of life and death. Just imagine what would happen if everybody in terms of the corporations had collapsed. What would happen then? All us consumers would be suffering at the behest of them. And thus I am here trying to entertain people for a living and become meh and not have to worry too much about it. The economy of Ivalice was brought to the very brink of ruin as it struggled to pay reparations to its former enemies and to repay the loans taken from neighboring states to fund its war efforts. Soldiers returning from the front found themselves without pay, and entire orders of knights were summarily discharged from service. The swelling ranks of the unemployed did little to relieve the people's distrust of the crown and nobility. Oh, so now all of a sudden everybody's losing their jobs too. I wonder what could happen in this reality if we were to have the same thing happen. God, I fucking wonder. And the king? The health of King Andoria III has been the subject of concern since his collapse at the birthday celebration of Prince Orinus. The Board of Chamberlains has since announced that the king has regained consciousness and his fever has broken, but will yet require several weeks of quietude and bed rest in order to recover. Oh, great! The current king now is also sick. Many speculate that it may be some months before the king resumes his official duties. However, Queen Luveria and her retainers have long been in charge of most affairs of state, and thus few problems are anticipated during the king's absence. So the queen's in charge. Got it. Alright. And we got some guy over there who is not looking like a good position. Looks like this one's still alive. What do we do with him? What do you think we do with him? Right then. Your luck's run out, knave. If you ever had any. Blast. One of the Orders patrols. Corpse Brigade. They've a hostage in their midst. Our first duty is to defeat the brigade. The enemy stands before us. Attack! What? You would stand by and watch as they kill an innocent? I hadn't planned on giving them the chance. Had you? I would save him myself if it came to that. Reinforcements. None too soon. So he's going to attack the thief. 25 damage! Fucking shit, dude! So he's gonna attack. And he's probably going to run the fuck away. Probably to eventually heal up. He's going to attack. He gets a job level as well. He is probably going to back up his boy. And they're going to make the charge. Or go over there. Yep. Immediately squatting up. He threw a rock at him, you motherfucker! And he's gonna retreat. Right towards us. Do these guys not? They do not. They don't have items. Oh, you're fucked. Okay. We're okay. We're okay. I don't want to bait Ramza out there too quick. So what we'll do is we'll go over here. And we'll give you, and we will give you the potion. There you go. Heal up, buddy. Oh, he's going after the... Okay, that's fine. But that's going to leave Argoth a little exposed, my chemist and my squire exposed. Holy fuck! Counter tackle? Hey, let's go. Don't you fucking dare attack me. You die for that. And that's gonna fucking kill my goddamn squire. Okay, well played. Wait, hold on. Do I have... I do not. Okay, take out the thief. No, take out the goddamn thief. Argoth, what are you doing? Okay, that's fine, but that's not what I want. You need it. Okay, don't tell me my opponent is going to be... yes! I almost fucked up this whole thing. But that's okay. You're alive. Rejoice, for you are healed. In the name of God? No, in the name of potions. What kind of spiritual shit are you talking about? And he's gonna throw a goddamn rock at him, aren't you? You're gonna throw a fucking rock at him and you're gonna kill him. You're not gonna turn anybody else into crystals, but that's okay. Leveling you up is gonna be nice. Are you harmed? I'll be fine. It is for the Marquis's safety, I fear. The Marquis? The Marquis Elmdor de Limberry was here? The very same. And to whom do I owe my gratitude? We are Knights Apprentice from the Academy in Garland. We may be able to help you, but first I would like to hear more. Nice. And just like that, 700 gil. A lot of potions. Those come in handy. My name is Argoth, a knight in His Excellency the Marquis Elmdor de Limberry's household. A knight, you say? Well, truth be told, I am a knight's apprentice. As are you, if I am not far mistaken. A fellow knight in training, then. I am Ramza Beov, and this is Delita Heral, my trusted friend. Beov? You're not of the Beovs of the Order of the Northern Sky, are you? What fantastic luck! A blessing in the midst of disaster! What? My hand, stop crushing it. The Order must help me rescue the Marquis. It must! The Marquis is held captive? They took him hostage, yes. But he still lives. We must act quickly if he is to remain so. Should he be killed, I will lose everything. You simply must help me. Please, I beg you.
Okay, I will. Just don't let go of my hand.
Calm yourself. Who's to say your Marquis is to be killed anyway? The Corpse Brigade would never take a man alive, save there were value in keeping him so. Of that you can be sure. There's little the three of us can do to help in any case. If the Marquis has been taken hostage, Igros would be in an uproar. You can be sure of that too. Then, before all else, we will report to Igros. Are we agreed? Agreed. We'll start there. I hear you were decorated for your first victory, Ramza. They sing your praise from on high. You do honor to our name, my brother, and to me. I'm glad. Oh? You would not seem it. I am. Forgive me. Your words do me far more honor than I have done you. But no doubt word has already reached you. But the Marquis de Limberry's carriage was waylaid and the Marquis taken. What have you in mind to do? I have already asked Zalbag to dispatch a squad in pursuit. These brigands must eventually come forth to demand ransom. That is, assuming the Marquis yet lives. I beg of you, Lord Beov, lend me 100 men that I might hunt down the Hordsons. Please, my lord, grant me the means to avenge my fallen friends. Mayhaps your ears fail you. I said that a squad is to be dispatched. You are not a man of Galleon. Leave her affairs to those of us who are. But, my lord, do not assume to beg favors of me. Let me remind you, Argoth, lest you forget your place. You are but another sword, not yet even knighted. The two of you will remain here at Igros and serve among the castle guard. You needn't worry. Danger is not like to visit these walls. My own house was once respected as highly as House Beov, you know. At least, until my grandfather was captured during the war. He turned traitor, thinking to buy his freedom with the lives of his friends. But his freedom scarce outlived his honor. He was not a dozen paces out their gate when the dagger found his back. Killed by some common squire, no more a knight than I. One of the men he betrayed later escaped and spread word of his misdeeds. My lord father would have none of it, of course, but he was the only one. Our bannerman deserted us, our reputation ruined. I didn't know rocks made of either. Neither did I, apparently. I suppose I'd best remember my place. Your lord brother has no reason to lend ears to pleas from the likes of me. Delita! Titra! Alma! Zalbag! Ramza, you've come home. It's been some time, hasn't it, Zalbag? Okay, not even acknowledging the sister? Got it. I heard about Garaland. They say you made short work of those brigands. Now you've truly the right to call yourself a Beowulf. Father would be proud. Thank you, Lord Brother. You certainly haven't changed. God forbid you show a bit of cheer on being praised. And you, Delita, do not think word of your deeds escaped our ears. Your sister's been so full of pride, I quite feared she might burst. Worry not. My seams have held. I'm glad to see you looking so well, Delita. And I you. Have you settled in at school? Yes, the others have all been quite kind to me. Would that we could speak at greater leisure, but there are duties that require my attendance. Rogues do not catch themselves. I understand. Good luck. Yeah. We received a note of ransom from the Corpse Brigade. What? Something about it sits unwell with me. They are anarchists, to be sure, bent on bringing down the aristocracy, but they fancy themselves righteous, and prey only on the nobility and those in our employ. Would such as they kidnap the Marquis for want of coin? Why wouldn't they? They're not but common footpads. One of the men I planted amongst them has not yet returned. I worry he may be caught up in something serious, but there are those who do not think some mere spy worth a search party's efforts. Where was he last to be known? A merchant city named Dorder in eastern Gallion. Guarding a castle grows dreadfully dull. Wouldn't you agree? Of course he would insinuate us go. Forgive us, Tetra. It seems we must be leaving sooner than we had planned. Don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself. I will. Mind your studies. I'll be back before you've even noticed I'm gone. Let's be on our way. Tetra puts on a brave face, but the truth is not as honeyed as her words. What do you mean? She has a hard time of it at school. The others tease her for being lowborn. Of course. Forgive me. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sure you have worries enough of on your own. Tetra will be alright. I'm here to look after her. Then there is naught to worry about. But mind your own limits. You can't be responsible for everything. Says the brother who never fails to do any and all that is expected of him. Don't lose sight of yourself, Ramza. You needn't let your life be ruled by the fact that you were born a Beowulf. Now you're starting to sound like Mother. Ramza. God, just the little touches to this. It doesn't show like full-scale models, what with Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on and so forth and whatnot. But Tactics, with the little chibi models that they have presented to us, it's just so expressive regardless of it. It's so good. You really love this game, don't you? I fucking love this game, man. I would,